And there you have it. Welcome to the show. This is John Baxter, your host with the Baxter Effect podcast. And today, like every other, we've got an exciting topic. Today, we're going to be covering the longevity circuit. Top 5 questions in regards to the med bed, which is our longevity circuit. Now, there's a lot of information brewing and stewing online about all this information about med beds. And I have a special guest on today. He wrote the book, 333 Benefits of Grounding, the med bed originator. It's a huge book, over 600 pages and over 15,000 links. But we're going to get to the nitty gritty of some of the top questions in regards to the body, in regards to the med bed, and in regards to how we can improve our health and our body with the medbed technology of today. I'm going to go ahead and bring on Don DeJesus, our own personal Jesus, and we're going to be covering some of these amazing topics. And so there we have it. He is probably helping someone. But the cool thing is that on your right you have the holographic scan medbed. On the left, you have the celestial pod. These are a couple of the technologies in the medbed system. And it's important to know on today's talk that why does the body repair itself as we age? And can that switch be turned on or off with the medbed? So that's a lot of the information that we'll be covering today. And with you, Don, there, how's it going, Don?
Excellent. Welcome, everybody. Good to see you again. Here we are in our medbed longevity circuit room where we got the celestial chamber. You can see a little bit there that does 9 modalities at once. And then we add the hydrogen that gives it 10 modalities. And then this is the celestial chamber that is all about this thing called aging. Why do we age? What is this mystery of aging? What is the body's circuits that are all failing at the same time? It becomes systemic. Aging is a disease. And if you can reverse this disease, then you can add longevity to your own circuits in your body. So what we do is we educate on all the circuits and how to reverse the circuits through natural forces and natural energies like light. Light is a beautiful thing that for the body. It's many energies in that particular celestial chamber. We're giving you infrared therapy, red light therapy, magnetic therapy, chromotherapy. It's got graphene therapy, ionized lights, chromo lights. It's got so many different things going on. The magnetic coils, the terahertz mattress, as well as a whole body vibration. You see that vibrating there? That's opening up all the cells. And then what it does is it prepares you to go into our Tesla MedBed series. This is the axial hyperbaric oxygen chamber where we give you energy medicine, frequency medicine, and vibrational medicine at the same time to acoustic binaural beats while they're inside the chamber running frequency medicine. And we're recharging all the cells to become at a perfect age according to an AI database of organ your age. John?
Is that behind you? Is that the first medbed in production that follows? Like, what is it called and why is that? Just really briefly.
Great question, John, because a lot of people, we get thousands of questions on what are the med beds of the future, because we do a lot with grounding and trying to reverse aging, anti-aging bed. So a lot of people call us, what are the med beds of the future? There's 3 main types. A lot of people think one med bed does all. That's not
how it works. Behind you, though, because
this is the first generation of the first main type that that's called the holographic scan Tesla medbed. The reason why we call it that is because we're scanning the body right now. Here we're doing a parasite cleanse. We're going after the parasites, the flukes, the worms, the viruses, and bacteria all at the same time. And we're scanning the body and then doing a course correction, a 10-time correction to reverse that, to start the death of these parasites and flukes and worms that are trapped behind the candida and biofilm and stuff. But this is the holographic scan. We're scanning the body and we're using the same frequency as we scan the body to to detect what could be going on, and we use the same frequencies to course correct. It's called meta correction, and it stands for metabolism correction. So this is the holographic scan medbed of the future. It would be all AI connected deep into the future. We're just piecing all the parts together with different modalities. In the future, they speculate that it'll be all in one chamber, doing all these different things at once. We're just kind of micro tasking and opening up the body with heat first. And then when the pores are open up, you go into the hyperbaric oxygen chamber. Under that pressure, it's forcing that oxygen deep into the plasma. And that's what you want for cellular regeneration. John?
Oh, that's very interesting. Looks like a complementary series. That's the first medbed in production. It's been out for many years. And that particular medbed can be analyzed, the data before and after, to show the improvement. And it's the first medbed that has its fully AI customized. The AI system on this particular system is very advanced. And if you want to look at the future, it's something to take a look at. So, one of the things that we're going to talk about today is just the aging process. And aging doesn't have to be a painful, not only outlook, it doesn't have to be painful. And when you look at the med beds of the future, a lot of people had asked, people don't actually believe aging should feel this bad anymore. The question opens the door to repair versus survival mode, which is exactly where this longevity circuit is. What if aging isn't about damage, but it's about the signals being shut down in your own body, your symptoms being shut down? The innate wisdom behind every symptom is how to correct it. Not in the current model, and that's why this is a med bed, but in the truth, in the reality of what a symptom is. It's a signal alert that it needs attention. In the current system, we mask it with drugs, and if we mask that symptom, we think that we take care of it. We just really push aside the root chronic illness and disease. And so that is the beautiful thing, the difference between aging in the current medical healthcare system and aging in the medbed system. This is very futuristic. It's very exciting. And what if, a longevity isn't about living longer, but about restoring the body's repair environment, having the body's systems at a higher level, increasing it with these forces of nature, would allow the body, in essence, reach that over that 120-year mark that people always shoot for. And Don, when it goes back to this type of understanding, do you have any evidence? Do you have any things that you know about the aging process in this med bed and why it could accumulate or do anything?
Yes, this is a truly anti-aging circuit. We call it the longevity circuit because it's doing so many different things to reverse your telomeres, to reverse your stem cells. It's actually increasing your stem cells, put it this way, 600 to 800% after 30 sessions of an hour and a half in the hyperbaric oxygen chamber when you're doing these all together. These are stacked modalities, and there's two ingredients, two modalities that are, according to AI, that are the top shelf modalities of healing. And one is the hyperbaric oxygen chamber. You can ask AI yourself, and of all the world, what is the top layers of healing that does the most layers of healing? The hyperbaric oxygen chamber is layer after layer after layer of healing. After sessions of this, you're increasing your telomeres anywhere from 25% to 37%, depending on how your body's doing with you're doing the right diet. Everything that goes, you can't just eat sugar and pour the trans fats and all the bad stuff into your body and trying to do a longevity workout. It ain't going to work. You're two oceans fighting each other. It's just not right. You got to have the right elements working together. You got to be breathe in the right hydrogen, oxygen. This is, according to the AI, 1 year of this circuit. If you drink the hydrogen water every day, if you get grounded every day, and if you do the celestial chamber here that you see, which is It's heating your body up. If you got any lymphatic issues, this is going to open up your lymphatic system. It's going to really help you lose weight. Anybody who needs to lose weight, it's like a sauna. It can heat your body up, and you can definitely sweat in there. And then after that, you go into the hyperbaric oxygen chamber at 1.5 atmospheres for an hour and a half. According to AI, you will reverse your biological clock 10 years in 1 year. And John, even better than that, if you do that, your body's renewing itself every 7 years. And if you feed your body all the right nutrients during that 7 year cycle, according to AI, you can almost stop aging just by maintaining it after that. John, this is the
Wow.
holographic scan MedBed.
That 7 year cycle, guys. You've heard it here first with the MedBed technology, electron nutrition, the missing link in your understanding of healthcare. We had created grounding, and this combination between grounding, oxygenation, hydrogenation with the vapors, breathing in these types of brown gas per se, just perfect parts oxygen, hydrogen, grounding, in frequency medicine, including the light, the sound, the vibration, and the field therapy of all this light, oxygen. When you put this all together, this environment, basically, of these forces of nature, natural forces of nature, light, sound, frequency, oxygen, enhancing it at the level of which is not only safe, it's just more of what the body already needs. So there's an innate understanding of restoring our terrain. We have the different terrains. We have our dermal layer, we have our skin layer, we have our just circulatory system, our bone structure and bone system, calcium and phosphates. We talk about all the different systems and bringing them back with forces of nature to reach your human potential is oftentimes the difference. So this totally reframes longevity completely, this medbed circuit. Because one, people are exhausted by the biohacking, the pills, the stuff that they're not really doing, gradually doing and then stopping, just like a lot of things. When you get on the track and you jump off the track, where are you at? Are you able to remain a level of consistency in your practice? This longevity circuit appears to be very simple, and it looks like you could use it on your own. What do you believe is this in this circuit? How many different technologies are in the circuit, and how do you know if you're getting better?
Well, this circuit has a combined, when you look at all the hydrogen and water is doing three different technologies. The grounding is doing three different technologies between the EMF mitigation, the tourmaline crystals, and the electron nutrition. And then you got the 10 modalities right here. So that's 16. And then you got the over here, the circuits doing three different modalities between the energy medicine, frequency medicine, vibrational medicine. So this longevity circuit is approximately about 19 different modalities working together as one entourage effect on a daily basis. And what's neat about this, the other element that's two of the top shelf reversing aging longevity tools on the earth is the hyperbaric oxygen chamber and the dual hydrogen oxygen generator. These are top. Why, John? The reason why these are the top shelf, because these are not tools that are just targeting a system. Everything about these tools is systemic. Everything about aging, everything about grounding is systemic. Everything about the hyperbaric oxygen chamber is systemic. It's affecting every organ in your entire body. Everything about the celestial chamber is systemic. It's affecting every organ in your body with the whole body vibration and all the heat and all the different modalities working together. Everything we do is systemic, about affecting every organ, restoring every organ. That's what longevity is, restoring the repair mechanisms, restoring the repair environment. When you sleep is the only time that your body goes into deep survival mode and repair mode. And if your body is all full of sugar, fats, and trans fats and toxins, it does not repair. It's clogged up. Your lymphatic system's sticky. Your blood is very sticky because you are what you eat. And when you feed your body these negative energies, it clogs everything up and everything backs up. John?
Yeah, it seems to be the food system is backing up different systems. It appears that the air we breathe, the 5G even, these are just system disruptors. Some
Mm-hmm.
target other systems, some target all systems. What targets all systems, as we know, is inflammation. We have an answer for that, but we don't even have to get into that today. But the cool thing is like, why do some people generate a lot faster while some people may look much older but look in their 20s? Like, there are so many different ways that someone could actually do this, from skincare to frequency to you name it. A common theme that we see is what you put on your skin, what you add to your environment, not only clogs your systems up, but through the AI and the technology that we can cover today, what we see is conductivity is super important. The how the body interacts with these different systems. What we learned is that using multiple modalities within the same time period would enhance your overall healing effect. We saw this with the data that he's behind you. But if you can measure and monitor at any given chance, take a snapshot of your health, right now or an hour and a half later, and you can measure the difference that this technology made, that is pretty powerful. And what we learned is that the different systems, like the nervous system, it's electrical. We are electric. If you don't realize that the main thing our body is electric, you're 70% behind where we're at. It's a revolutionary approach in understanding that if anything, the body is mostly electric, and then it's made of water next. So if you believe the body is made of water, you're following the chemical understanding of drugs, drugging the body because it's a chemical to help heal it. If you have the understanding that this body is electrical and what it needs most is electrons, electron nutrition, antioxidants, then it opens the door to 70% of the health technology in the market that has really no side effects, can improve your health, and it can be measured, monitored, and managed. And the cool thing is Don, you are the pioneer of this longevity circuit. You've seen some of the results and heard of a bunch of stories, and I heard one of them. There was just it was basically, I guess it was just easy to say, a famous lady, but just health issues, and doing this so often. I think it was like 30, 60, 90 days, looked at the results of brain tumors and brain issues that they scanned and rescanned and tested the results each
Yeah.
before and after. Name some of the testimonials that you've seen that interacted with this
Uh,
method.
A great topic, John, because people do not realize out of people that have cancers, tumors, myomas, carcinomas, all these hard little lumps of masses that are growing in their body. The hyperbaric chamber, we trained with a guy that taught over 900 doctors. And one of the things he said that really stood out to me is all the trainings and all the times he taught and all the times he gave this, put people into the hyperbaric chamber. In 19 years, cancer and tumors was the number one thing he saw reduce in his whole time as a doctor. But that's a great testimony. We have a lot. This is we're trying to show you this from a different approach. We call it a longevity circuit. And the reason we got in the book, we got over 20 pages dedicated to this. If you can see this one page here, that is called right there, the longevity circuit in the book. It breaks it down how in 1 year you could reverse your biological clock 10 years, and 7 years you can even do almost stop an aging. Brian Johnson in the book, we got the link that you can click on it. He just proved it. He turned his telomeres to a 10-year-old kid. Also in the book, we compare this to the holographic. We got 100 virtues of benefits that this holographic circuit, MedBed circuit is doing. compared to the med beds of the future. What we're doing is everybody's waiting for this holographic scan med bed, and we're not waiting for it. We're putting our hands to the plow, and we're making it available to people that can put this in their homes and want healing in their home. If you can afford a Tesla car, you should be really looking into investing into this longevity circuit for your benefits. John?
Hey, well said, Don. And that's just amazing. For the price of a car, you can have a whole longevity system for your whole family. What he was saying earlier is use it 3 times a week. It's designed and crafted, and basically with the AI itself, it measures people, and it suggested that if you use it 2 to 3 times a week, up to 3+ hours a week, you will basically basically change your biological age 10 years younger. So in 1 year, you can get 10 years younger. So the body enhances and rejuvenates itself every 7 years. So the cool thing is that this system does what most systems, they break apart systems in healthcare. You have an eye doctor, you have a brain doctor, you have a skin doctor, you have a pharmacist. You have a doctor for everything. It's like being a jack of all trades individually. Well, I don't know if I said that right, but basically, a doctor is not a jack of all trades, but they don't really understand the whole premise behind the body. They just know a certain part of the body. And so, they don't even talk about trauma, stress, anxiety, which are the cause of most of these health issues. Like I was saying earlier, like the systems, we don't realize that most of our systems that can be broken down from stress and anxiety in our life, not to mention not getting enough sleep. We don't even mention the trauma, the anxiety that also this technology helps with. There's a whole mental health crisis that needs assistance. But also, when we look at this, there's a whole sleep crisis that needs help. There's a whole big pharma crisis with people that are on medication, multiple medications to counteract other medications. And we see in these environments, in this longevity circuit that was created, just mind-blowing, guys, that you could have everything in your system, that you can have the control and access and freedom at your fingertips. And in minutes, we could show you like where the bullseyes are at and how this all interacts. So, right. When we talk about what happens if the body feels safe, so one of the innate things is what happens if the body feels safe. When you don't have the stresses and the anxieties and the situations going, when the body feels safe, it's easier to sleep and wake up. When the body feels safe, the body is in not a tension state, it's in a relaxed healing state. We talked to Dr. Energy this morning, right? He gave us the answer too. So got some cool people here always, some real healers in this environment that we're in. And he's like, that's a great question, but honestly, all you have to do is reduce your stress and anxiousness. And
Part of
your
that
health.
is electron deficiency, John. Your nervous system is 42 miles long. You have 7 octillion electrons. That's 27 zeros. When your nervous system is in flight or fight, when it's in fight, it's going through a hard time and stress, whatever it was, death, loved one, divorce, accidents. There's nervous system goes into fight mode, and it's not flight. It's not safe. It's not ready. It doesn't feel protected to be in repair mode, and that's what starts blacking. They got 4 major high. When the nervous system is, if it backs up, your nervous system can even cause clogs, just like having a clog in your heart attack. You can actually have clogs in your nervous system too, and that's people have sciatica, pinched nerves, and everything. But this is people go into flight or flight with their nervous system, and this is what grounding does. It repairs that mode. It repairs your nervous system by restoring the electrons. It's by electron nutrition from the earth, and restoring this mystery of helping you overcome electron deficiency. And John, what do you think about this longevity circuit? Of our med beds that are around us? What do you think of this circuit that we've done?
Well, I think it's a very pioneering approach to healthcare. We have 100 techs, and as the passion, fearless leader behind it, it was just this is the direction to go. It's obvious if you have enough questions about life, you have enough questions about your healthcare industry, and you finally take it into your hands. You meticulously comb it over and over and over, and you find strategic pieces of technology that get the job done. That's why we have 9 modalities in a system. We realize the incremental increase in health per each technology would give a lasting, more exponential entourage effect, which means if I just gave you one system, which would be something you would use for 9 hours, and take a look at the approach of having 9 technologies within the same time frame as using the one, not only do you get an enhanced effect overall because you have multiple beneficial complementary technologies that already had no per se uh, side effects. You have an amazing system that has frequency, grounding, and oxygen with hydrogen as well. When you combine these three, it's like, where were we at? This is not where most people want anyone to be, because you're a free human being, able to cognitively understand what's going on, to see the level of health that we've been missing. It's data. All it talks data. No, how can you say no to data? It's very interesting, because once you throw the data in our components in the AI, you have something more intelligent than whole, not only in academics, colleges, but in not just little trivial little pursuits like smaller subsects of being a doctor, but you have all of the information, all of the knowledge base to accurately and without any bias. And I think this is probably the most powerful thing. Without any bias, get your information, your facts about yourself. This is a great second opinion. It's helped thousands of people with a second opinion too. And basically get your truth of your essence on paper, and get the whole spectrum. So we're so accustomed to begging. We're a populace of the people that beg for help. They don't try to find answers. We beg for help and submission. We're living in a place where it's almost like Stockholm syndrome, where we're like begging our we're prisoners begging, our leaders to please help us. Eventually, you realize that you have to fight for what you want, and it may take decades. But the reality is, this is where I found myself, and I lost trust 25 years ago. But the reality is, there was a lot to learn. There was a lot of skepticism. And of course, my favorite thing now, I am so appreciative of the skeptics, because I just made a career of myself proving skeptics wrong. So it's the greatest thing, and I prove it to you today. We don't have a lot of time, but I'll prove it to you right now. If you are interested, we have a $500 scan. And just to prove the skeptics wrong on this particular podcast today, I'm going to put a link below, or put in the comments, free scan in the comments now. And we will offer this. Now, there's a small scan where we just do the scan for $99. But to get the full AI health assessment, it's just going to blow your doors down. This is on a silver platter. We have the technology of tomorrow today, and we've done this over decades and decades of working with many doctors, many engineers, scientists, you name it, we've come across it. I'm John Baxter. I'm not a doctor. I'm an inventor of over 100 health techs, and the pioneer of med technology. I've been in beds for over 25 years. So talk about the back of the hand. Um, This is just years upon years of hard work, education, dedication to the craft of entrepreneurship, inventing, being creative, thinking outside the box. And what do we have to show for it? I have tens of thousands of people that say we saved their lives. So yeah, it is a blessing. I am so grateful that this technology that I've fought tooth and nail. People don't realize the whole story because unfortunately, I can't tell you. That's how serious this is. And the interesting thing is, we did this to end human suffering. Beyond every fact and every stone you could overturn, we did this to not only reduce, but to try to end human suffering. And that's what every religion tries to do. That's what everyone tries to do. And if you are human, you have a pulse. You realize that no one in this realm, in this world, not with all the fraud, with all the stuff going on, no one really deserves to suffer, and no one deserves to suffer for money. What we've seen is a world that uses chronic disease and illness as a business model. So if they're using it in this fashion, it's time to kind of stand up, guys. I've been waving this flag and knocking down everything, doors, forever. I was one of the first
Yes.
and censored. Ask Don. Remember, over 10 plus years ago, I was screaming censored, and no one even knew me, and I was a small guy, and possibly that you don't know me now. But it doesn't mean that I'm not extremely confident, and I haven't helped tens of thousands of people. When people realize just of what we've done, we just are just here to go for our mission, our passion, our purpose. Ending human suffering is a noble path, and that's what this is. It's a noble path, and we show you with the data, and we believe it's your data. We believe that you deserve to know your target issues, and you deserve to know different holistic ways to get better. So, this is this is a knighthood. This is like knowing that healing is a dark night of a soul. You could be a terrible person and still come out the other side a good person. So this is the true healing, and we created it. We hear everyone say that like meditation will heal you, and there's just not a lot of students that you talk to that suggest that. And I am a practicing meditation person, but we have to realize things different though sometimes when it comes to healing. Can a technology bring us over the finish line? What if the technology can assist in your healing, where a trauma that you just haven't been able to work out, you spend decades with therapists, but where's that trauma? Still right there, still messing with you. So what you realize is technology can enhance your physical body, break apart the emotional body because you'll feel so good that you can get past your trauma. And the goal is, if you get past your trauma, not only your emotional trauma and your physical pain, that you'll be highly and more connected to God, which is your true highest spiritual potential. That is the measurement stick that is actually the truth. And it's true because if you know what the caduceus of life is, if you know what the sign of Hermes is, it's basically a rod which signifies your spinal column, and two snakes wrapping around, facing with wings to a little hole, which is basically the pineal gland. The wings are your connection with God that will set you free. The energy of the serpent with the positive, negative, the red and blue, is just positive and negative. This energy that's cycling in within our spinal column is our source of life and essence, and even our sexual energy. And not only that, our, everywhere from our uh, silent energy to just our energy body in general. And so, yes, the body can be enhanced through uh, tuning with frequencies. Tune the body just like you would tune a piano. Tune it because we are frequency. We are electric. I already proved it. We're more electric than water. Our system says it's water to sell you pharmaceuticals based on chemicals in water, But the reality is this body is electric, and we use an electrical understanding. We use electrons and electron nutrition to help the body, along with minerals, along with oils, along with water-based chemicals. But once you understand this, you're 70% ahead of everyone else. So join our team, Anti-Aging Bet. Here we have Don DeJesus, own personal Jesus. We're going to end it in 5 minutes, Don. We got a couple minutes here.
One thing, John, I can share that healing is not a one night stand, it's a lifetime plan. And that's what all these people want with the med beds of the future. They want to instantly get in it and like drive through healing and instantly be healed overnight. Your body's not designed for that. Uh, in the future, even if you can get a brand new leg, what are you going to do? Feed yourself the sugar again so you get the leg cut off again? You know, it's just crazy. You got to get off the sugar, you got to get off the flour, you got to get off the bad fats in order to get your flow going in every organ, every cell, every tiny capillary, whatever it is. Your body needs flow, and the only way to restore that flow is by feeding your body the proper fuels and electrons from the earth, grounding. All wildlife ground every single day. You should be feeding your body electron nutrition every single day. EMF mitigation, this is electromagnetic hygiene, cleaning your body by the dirty EMFs. This is frequency medicine that we have here. We got up devices that can produce up to 4 million different frequencies, variable. Anything, all the original Royal Rife frequencies, Einstein said the future of medicine is frequencies. We own Einstein's medicine cabinet. The reason why the government don't like this, because you can have every frequency in one toolbox, and we got that. And this is all about feeding your body the frequencies, restoring your metabolism to a male your age or a female your age, and every organ, every cell, every fiber of your body, restoring the energy, restoring the metabolism, restoring the flow in all the areas of your life. You're just backed up. A lot of time, we see these reports all the time. Your systems are backed up. Your lymphatic system, 100,000 miles, is sticky. It's causing your lymph nodes, your 500 to 700 lymph nodes, all to be clogged. Because your lymph nodes are like the police stations of the body, or the TSA agents at an airport. They're scanning everything going through the blood and trapping that bacteria inside that cage, that lymph node, and to protect your body. So when it's time to detox, it helps you detox it. But this is all energy medicine. Hydrogen, the smallest element in the entire universe. We give you hydrogen, dual energy, with the hydrogen oxygen generator. It's one of the two top elements, and you can put in your body is hyperbaric oxygen or the dual hydrogen oxygen generator for systemic layers of healing. And John, this is what we're talking about here. This longevity circuit is everything about adding longevity to your life, slowing down this thing called aging. Again, aging is not a one-night stand. It's a lifetime plan. You have to do it every day. You got to keep up, put your hands to the plow of longevity. John?
I love that, Don. It's not about the quick fixes. It's about knowing, educating yourself, having the wisdom to know when you're not good or when you're good, what to do, what not to do. This is the innate wisdom that we're talking about here. That should be the next book, just the breakdown of the innate wisdom that you inherently have. That no book is going to find your truth. And if I give you every book, likely you're going to be confused. So the truth is that you don't need all the data. You need common sense. You need to be able to research in depthly. You need to know pros and cons, but you need to solve problems, or as a problem solving species, the things that are ahead of you, the things that are in your way, so that basically you can get to a resounding yes or no. Get to the fork in the road. Get to the fork in the road and choose. And that's where you get to your truth. And that's when you go back long enough and hard enough, you find your truth. And our goal is not only just to reduce and stop human suffering as much as we could, but also to bring you to a higher potential, to understand what life is about and where you can go and to reach this potential. And so it just makes it much better. And people that had this innate understanding, they were potentially people that were empathic. They actually cared about someone's feelings or how they felt. And on that side, there is a lot of potential in this world. There's so many people that want to help. There's so many people that their whole mission is to help heal others. So the goal is, and we heard this time and time again, and to help heal yourself is to actually help heal the world. You do it in this fashion because that's just the way it was designed. And you have a technology like this. It's a humanitarian technology. You can use it in hospitals. You can use it in a wellness center. You can use it at home. So one of the things that I'd like to cover before we head out, we've only got 2 minutes here, Don, is that take advantage of the free scan. There will be a link below. Hopefully you guys got a lot of information on the med bed. And Don, any last take here?
Yes, we love to talk to you. I love to talk to you. Call our 1-800 number at 385-4243, and we will talk to you about your hearing, your nails. We'll put it into the AI program, and we'll actually let you see what's going on with your own body through a different angle, through a different lens. It's a free second opinion. It's worth every penny, day and night. A doctor gives you 15 minutes. We let you, a lot of times we'll be on the phone with you over an hour sometimes, just talking about what's going on in your body through artificial intelligence. It's amazing what the hair and the nail that gives a blueprint of how long your hair is. The longer the better, because it's a longer picture of what's been going on in your entire life. So we can see with AI, we'll look at the worst conditions going on. We'll help you see things that could be developing, and give you the tools to help reverse that terrain and get you back to your school age, your high school age. John?
So type in below free scan. You want this? We're going to send you a link, but also type in free scan, tag, comment, like, share. You know what? You know someone with a chronic health disease? I told you, go around the 30-minute mark. We love. I actually have. I was forced to prove skeptics wrong. I don't care if you're the top doctor in the world. I don't care if you're, Fauci. Regardless, we're going to prove you. Likely, we're going to prove you wrong. Be a skeptic, or realize that heck, this could be the solution, and realize we do it for free. This $500 scan is for free for a very limited time. So one, we ask that if you do the scan, one, you'll be vetted. Are you trying to solve something? The other is that you are interested in alternatives. So if you are interested in alternatives and you are dealing with something or know someone that's dealing with some type of chronic disease, we'd be happy to do this scan for you. And it's important. It takes us hours. So realize that this is just not taking on something small. But we've been doing this for a long time, and I'm proud to say that we've given over $5 million in free just sessions. And that is a testament, because people are like, how does anyone do that?
John, every 2,000 scans we give away is $1 million worth of value at $500 each. We do a lot. We give away a lot of free scans, a lot of our time away for free, to educate the people, to educate the public. Even part of this, what we're doing now, is to share the benefits with you of just natural medicine by nature, frequency, vibration, oxygen, grounding, electron nutrition, EMF mitigation, hydrogen, oxygen, water, electrons in the water, ionized water, pH water, hydrogen water. These are all top shelf tools to reverse your terrain, to give you layers and layers and layers of healing versus layers and layers and layers of death, eating sugar, carbs, flour, and bad fats. John?
Well, thank you so much, Don. And let's tune in next time. This is John Baxter with the Baxter Effect podcast. We carried on a little bit there at the end, but this is an important topic. We've just scratched the surface, and we talked about some of the main points, but we can truly, really break this down. Not only do we have books, a couple books on this subject, but there's just so much to learn and know, and it's very interesting. This is interesting stuff, interesting times, interesting technology. If you want to know the secrets to the universe, think of energy, frequency, vibration. So we know Nikola Tesla said that. Just some fun there. Thank you guys so much, and until next time, join us here again around the same time at the Baxter Effect podcast. Much love, and